The forest shakes with motion. In the dim light of dawn, a band of early hominids, Sahelanthropus chidensis, moves quickly among the trees, hands and feet grasping branches, bodies lean and restless. A female clings to a bundle of figs against her chest, while another balances a child on her hip. Above, the canopy shivers as colobus monkeys scatter, alarmed by the intruders. The band is hungry, desperate. Their world is changing. Beneath the forest, the air is damp and thick with the smell of decay. But beyond the tree line, the grasslands stretch wide and dry, shimmering under the rising sun. It is a new land, open, exposed, full of danger and promise. The tribe hesitates at its edge, feet shifting between the safety of shadow and the lure of food-rich plains. A male leaps down from a tree, clutching a broken branch sharpened at its tip. He sniffs the wind, scanning the tall grasses. A rustle, then a burst of wings as guinea fowl explode into flight. The band surges forward, shrieking, chasing, arms swinging. A female hurls a stone, striking a bird mid-air. It crashes into the grass, wings flapping weakly. She pounces, biting into its neck, and the others gather, sharing the warm flesh in quick, frantic gulps. But the feast is short. From the grass rises another shape. Broad shoulders, golden mane. A lion, silent and patient, drawn by the commotion. The hominids freeze, eyes wide, chests heaving. Then chaos. Screeches split the air as the band scatters. Mothers clutch children. Males brandish sticks, hurling stones with desperate force. The lion charges. One male stands his ground, slamming his branch against the earth, bellowing. The lion swerves, claws raking his thigh, before vanishing back into the tall grass. Blood runs down his leg, soaking into the dust. The band regroups, panting, shaken. The price of stepping into the grassland is already marked in blood. Still, hunger drives them forward. By midday, the sun is merciless. The forest canopy no longer shelters them. Their skin glistens with sweat. Lips crack. They trudge through the grass, searching for water. The injured male falters, limping, supported by two females. His wound festers, buzzing with flies. A child whines, tugging at his mother's arm, pointing to the horizon where vultures circle. The band pushes toward the scavenger's sign. At the base of a dry riverbed, the carcass of a wildebeest lies torn, ribs jutting like pale spears. Hyenas snarl around it, faces red with blood. For a moment, the band hangs back, eyes darting, fear warring with need. Then, driven by desperation, they advance, shrieking, hurling rocks. The hyenas resist. Teeth flash, jaws crack. One lunges at a female, tearing into her arm. She shrieks, smashing a rock into its snout. Another male swings a heavy branch, striking a hyena across the ribs. The beasts retreat, limping and snarling, but not before they've drawn blood. The tribe collapses onto the carcass, clawing, tearing, biting. They smash bones with stones, sucking marrow, faces painted with gore. The children feed first, then the injured. For a brief moment, hunger is quieted, but the victory is hollow. As the band lingers, storm clouds gather. The sky blackens, wind whipping the grass flat. Thunder cracks overhead, and rain begins to fall in sheets. The dry riverbed floods within moments, water rushing, mud sucking at their feet. The carcass is swept away. The hominids scramble, clutching infants, dragging the wounded, searching for high ground. Lightning splits the sky, illuminating a cliffside. They climb, fingers scraping rock, bodies trembling with exhaustion. At the top, they find a shallow cave, dark and damp, but safe from the torrent below. Inside, they huddle, dripping, shivering, wounded. The storm rages outside, but within the cave, their bodies press together, warmth shared in silence. A female chews leaves, spitting pulp into the wound of the injured male, packing it with bitter herbs. He groans, but endures. The child clings to its mother's chest, wide eyes reflecting firelight as the storm flashes beyond the cave mouth. But safety is never permanent. As night deepens, new eyes gleam in the dark, leopards stalking the cave's edge. Their growls echo against the stone, vibrating through the tribe's bones. Fear ripples. The band rises as one, brandishing stones, branches, bone shards. The leopards advance, sleek shadows against the rain. Then the clash erupts. One leopard pounces, slamming into a male, claws raking his back. He screams, slamming a rock into its skull until it collapses. Another leaps toward the child, but its mother throws herself forward, shrieking, slashing with bone shards, teeth bared like any predator. The band surges, shrieking in unison, pelting stones, slamming branches. The leopards, confused by the storm of noise and pain, retreat into the night, tails lashing, defeated. Silence. Only the storm remains. The band, battered and bleeding, collapses in exhaustion. They tear into the dead leopard, devouring meat and marrow in the cave's dark embrace. Children smear fat across their lips. Mothers cradle them against their breasts, and the injured male, still alive, licks marrow from cracked bone. Dawn comes slow. The storm spent. The savanna below glistens, scarred by rain. Mist rises from the grasslands while the forest beyond stands dark and heavy. Two worlds divided, safety and risk, shadow and light. The hominids emerge from the cave, faces scarred, eyes sharp. They stand at the divide, forest behind, grassland before. Their bodies ache, but their will is unbroken. Together they step forward into the uncertain land, bound by the raw truth of survival. Their survival is not born of strength alone. It is the instinct to fight, to endure, to sacrifice for the whole. In their unity lies the seed of what humanity will become, carved in blood, storm, and fire 8.2 million years ago.